What's up, fam? Oh, gold. Look at gold move, man. Jesus Christ. I guess we're not watching NQ again tonight. Oh my God. Gold, gold, gold. What are we going to do with you, gold? All right, gold. Pushing. Good evening, Jesse, James, Scotty G, Zach. Looks like I missed the long, man. Jesus Christ. Look at this gold move. Well, let's see if we get a pullback. I guess we're going to have to hop on with gold tonight. Freaking gold. Gold moves. Scotty G would say, or is saying, you can get rich on gold, or you can go live under a bridge for sure. One of the two. All right, gold moving aggressively. What do we got here? PR77 Kushal. Let me make sure I got this on live chat. Here we go. Gold just hit the pivot point. Gold taking that reject, and that's the pivot point. Damn, that's 7 points. Gold is moving, man. Carlos, yeah, bro. We're trying to. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, it just hit the pivot point. Took a 7-point drop. I'm going to hop on a long here on gold and see how we do. Tight stop on this. Gold is trying to shine. SR, Mr. Partha, Julian, welcome to the crew. What's up, fam? Gold is tough, yeah, man. You catch gold in the wrong direction, you'll cry. You'll cry like a babe. All right, I'm targeting the middle of that channel for a quick little scalp. And out. Is that 300 bucks? Ah, I missed 300 bucks for $5. All right. So we're playing the channel, right? We got a nice little tight ascending channel here. And I'm only going for the middle. I'm not even targeting the top until we figure out if they're going to break that channel or what they're going to do. Happy kids. Gold scares me. Maximum strength. Kushal, what's up? All right, let's see. We're at a pivot point. So the pivot point is at 40.53. I'm going to draw this right here. Just so we get an idea, that's the pivot point right there. So a couple things can happen. Sharp rejection, which I'm not ready to short this yet to infinity. I'll scalp it for 2 or 3 points like I just did. But let's see what happens here. You got the 200 SMA at 40.59, which is the top. So maybe we'll wait for the top of this channel and attempt another short. But we did come to resistance, that pivot point. I don't know if I'm ready. I just turned on the stream. I don't know if I'm ready to freaking short a pivot point. But yeah, we did come to the pivot point, and technically FVG right there at 40.46. But I just hopped on, grabbed a quick little scalp on that channel, and not going to take it easy for the next one. All right, good evening to everybody. Who's here? Happy Kids, Kushal, Maximum Strength, Carlos, SR, Mr. Partha G, Julian, Zach, Carlos, PR77, Jesse James, the man, the myth, the legend, Scotty G. All right. Let's see what happens at this pivot point. Let's take a look at NQ. What's NQ up to? NQ looked boring last time I checked. All right, so 3 p.m. What do we got? Do we have a pattern? Okay, looks like we got a pattern. Let me start monitoring this pattern and see if this plays out. Not really. Yes, no, maybe. We'll see. We'll monitor what NQ's doing. I just don't see any pattern yet or anything that I'm interested in terms of levels on NQ. Let's take a look at levels. Where the hell is NQ? Oh man, all-time highs. Got no levels up here because it's all-time highs. All right. So I guess pullback 251 would be the next pivot point. Ugh. I feel like I'm trading blind here on NQ. All right, let's go back to where let's watch NQ. We also have the house account or the what's it called? The chat account available. John Zandela, 300 is your target. You're shorting NQ. All right, nicely done. Bottom of that channel. Let's hop back to gold. Okay, so gold playing this channel. I'm watching it. May take a look at this area up here for another short. Scalping it. Good evening. All right, how did everybody do today's trading? Looked like it was just long. And don't even think about shorting NQ today. NQ did not give a significant pullback all day at all. It's crazy. Finally, we're getting the pullback during the overnight session, but during the day, there was no significant pullback on NQ. Wow, this was, what time did it start? At 4 o'clock or 7 p.m. Eastern? About 70 points. Cooper, what's up, my fellow D-Gen? Let's hop back on that channel on GQ. Okay, so GQ getting rejection here at this pivot point. Ugh. Just can't. Much of a reversal trader that I am. With gold, I don't mess. I don't mess around with gold. All right, maybe let's switch to micros. And we'll short that pivot point for maybe a bigger play. MGC 5. Oh no, not again. My rhythmic connection is delayed. Why? All right, here we go. Maybe we'll do 2 micros on gold, building a short here, see how we do. Although it is in an ascending channel, let's hold on. Let's not get run up yet. Let's give it some time. Let's give it some time. All right, NQ, what are you doing? That's Nikkei. NQ, here we go. NQ, top of that channel. Should we short it there? Ooh, the gold short playing out at that pivot point. Ugh. Gonna let that one go for now. Jesse James put in another all-time high. Yeah, man. Today, NQ just no pullback. Just bulls unforgiving today, huh? Pretty impressive what the bulls did today. I haven't seen price action like that in a while. Just no pullback. It was just buy every single pullback. Don't even think about shorting. Carlos, my perma bull, I'm sure made a lot of money today for sure. John Zandella. So the blue line, or this little aqua line here, is the 9 EMA. The purple line is the 20 SMA. And the red line is the 200 SMA. Okay, let's take a look at that gold short. Ugh. They're really going to play out that easily at the pivot point. Oh my God. Can't think about these things sometimes. Gold came to that pivot point and rejected as usual, and I didn't pull the trigger. You got to do it like clockwork. You got to have that system. You can't doubt it. Ugh. Structure, good evening. What's up? Nicolas Gomez, the man on the other side of the ocean. What's up? Nicolas Gomez, no house trades yet. I took a little trade for 3 points on gold and I'm up. Carlos shorting gold. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to wait for this push up. See how far it goes up. And I'm risky as hell, but I'll try a reversal at that pivot point. I'll join you, Carlos, with maybe 2 or 3 micros and see how we do. See how we do. Shorting gold in an ascending channel. Gleben, the market was brutal for my fellow bears. Yeah, today, if you tried to short that, you were in trouble. I gave up at the open. I tried to short it. I tried to long it. I just couldn't get the right timing today, and I realized I was going to go on tilt. So I took a little L this morning. But it was, in hindsight, it was the easiest one. Just buy every pullback, right? Did I miss that gold short right there? Shit. I think I did. All right, Nicolas Gomez wants to trade ES. Let me open it up for you, sir. ES. Open 800 too long. So hold on. All right, let's take a look at the chat account. 800. You want to go 2 minis long, right? Oh, that gold short at the pivot point. Oh, all right. It is what it is. Can we trade ES open 800 too long? Say, all right. So too long at 800. And your TP is at 850. 850, am I reading this right? Damn, you're going for 50 points? No, it can't be. 805, right? You mean, oh, Carlos, congrats on that short, brother. Yeah, I thought about it too much. 805, Nicholas Gomez. Nicholas Gomez, you want to confirm you wrote 850 TP? I'm assuming 805. Okay. There we go. And 790 T, 790 stop when you get hit. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that was a nice short, Carlos, on gold. The pivot point. Completely missed that one. That was the play there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda for me. Again at that pivot point. Gold and pivot points as well, huh? All right, did we hit VWAP? Where's VWAP? 40. There we go. All right, let's see. I'm going to start with some micros back up. Let's take a look at that house account in the meantime. Open at 802. Okay, so you want to open your position, Nicolas, at 802. Okay. Okay, there you go. So you're going for 3 points now. Got it. All right, gold coming down to that VWAP hard. I'm going to enter with some micros. Ooh, not yet. I think it has more downside here, huh? Viv for short, what's up? Looking like it wants to flush VWAP, huh? All right, I'm going to long here on gold with some micros and see how we do. Not too crazy on position just yet. It's VWAP touch. Let's see how we do. I got plenty of micros to go to build that long, so we'll see how far this thing goes. All right, back to the house account. Cooper, sent you the chart this morning at the end of the day so you could see I'm not doing it after the fact. Yeah, Coop, I actually took a look at it. Pretty impressive what you're doing there with those levels. And it's all coming off of options, right? Zero DT, got it. John Bergeron in the house. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. John finishing flat for the day. Yeah, it was a tough one. I battled. Well, I was short bias, so number one right there. Number two, even when I tried to long, I couldn't get the right timing, and I gave up. I walked out with a paper cut. All right, sir. We're watching. What screen are we watching? NQ here. No, we're watching this one. Let's hop on to NQ. Jesse, did you say you were longing NQ down here? One micro on for now. Nice. Gold is taking a beating, huh? Gold is coming down hard on that descending channel there. All right, let's see if it finds a little bit of support here at the 200 and VWAP. Otherwise, it's coming for the bottom of this range again. All right. Where's the house account? Nicholas, how's your entry doing? Oh, you're still up there on your entry. Gold taking a little bounce here. And rejected right back down. Carlos just bought your last gold short back. That was unbelievably a good trade. Yeah, man. That was a nice trade for you. Congrats. Structure targeting 345 on that long. Carlos, yeah. Now I got to take that trade as well. It's 2 days in a row. No, not 2 days in a row. I think I missed the pivot point entry a couple days ago too. All right, GCZ. There we go. Scotty G, what's up, brother? Very profitable week for you, go holding MU overnight, and it's up. Good stuff, brother. All right, gold is attempting to bounce off of that 200 SMA, but finding resistance getting above these moving averages. There we go. It's a pushing. I'm on Goldilocks. And how are those NQ longs looking? Still consolidating down there? Nicolas, doesn't look like you're going to see 802, brother. We might be waiting. Patience is a virtue. I like it. I like it. Daniel Kwan, do you care for the equal lows for NQ? Why don't you talk to us about that? Seems like it's part of your strategy, so feel free to tell us a little bit more about equal lows on NQ. Scotty G, futures look quiet. NQ looks a little quiet. Gold is a moving. Seattle, what's up? Gleb, you need 2 more days of $150 to unlock a payout on Topstep. Nice, brother. Nicely done. If you succeed, it'll be your personal best 15K. 15K on the line. That's no joke, man. Nicely done. Gold tumbling down, man. What you doing here, gold? Gold coming down hard like a freight train. Where is gold going? Where is gold going? Carlos, yeah, that's short on that pivot point. Gold is looking like it wants to do a pivot point to pivot point play right there. All right, house account. House account is also available today. Currently with an ES long setup. Cooper, gold is where it's at. Probably going to trade that only tomorrow. I haven't done gold only for the day, but man, does this thing move. This thing is unrelentless when it gets direction. Scotty, initial jobless claims tomorrow at 8:30. Are we getting news tomorrow with the government shutdown? I haven't even kept track of, or I haven't kept up with news and all that stuff. Chat crib, gold moves more during Asia than New York. Got it. Wow. Gold is moving insane right now. This is some nasty price action. Carlos, government shutdown, no data. Yeah, that's what I figured, that there was going to be no data drop tomorrow. Viv for short got some short. Nice. Yeah, that pivot point short on gold ended up being a play, huh? Gleb shows tentative on Forex Factory. News unlikely. Daniel Kwan, 320.50 equal lows, typically potential draws for me. 320.50 on NQ. Okay. All right, what screen are we looking at? Let's take a look at NQ now. Where is NQ? Here we go. Looks like it's finding a little bit of basing here. If they rally, that'll be a nice long for sure. JT 1111. I'm pretty sure Jerome Powell speaks at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. Scotty G, dude, that was insane today. Going to bed yesterday with an account at 14 grand and waking up this morning with the account being at 22. Nice, brother. Some nice trading there for you. All right, so NQ, a couple people in the chat are in longs here in this area. But NQ looks like it has a mind of its own right now. Gold also took a plunge at that pivot point. About 20 points right there for you. And looking like it still wants more. Or finally bouncing back. Carlos, yep, I'm in micros long at 437, I think it is. I'm in with some micros. So let's see if we get this gold bounce. 444 maybe. If it can push above the 20 and the 200 SMA here. Otherwise, it's going right back down. Come on, Goldilocks, push. Yeah, Carlos, like Cooper says, man, I don't know. Maybe I got to find a way to trade gold during the day. I don't think I have the balls to put minis yet on gold. especially since I've only been trading it for a week. So I'm going to have to find a way to play some micros. But gold moves, man. It's no joke. Especially during Asia. But I was watching it during New York. It moved today for sure. So I may have to like find a way to scale it down, and we'll see. John, gold has not always moved. Okay, good. That's good to know. Just in the last 12 to 18 months. Got it. Yeah, honestly, Cooper was the one who got me or a couple of us here in the chat on gold. I did not trade gold until a week or two ago. Every now and then I would fool around with it, but not watching it like I watch it now. So kudos to Cooper on that. Yeah, so gold came to that 20 SMA, and that's as far as it got. There's a descending channel here playing out that I'm not too impressed about. It flushed right through VWAP. Gold looking like it wants more to the downside. What's NQ doing right now? NQ still hasn't popped out either. CB, gold is crazy. Yeah, gold is... I'm going to have to size down on gold. Viv for short, 7 to a.m. Central. All right, maybe what I'll do tomorrow is wake up a little earlier than I do wake up already here on Arizona time, and look at gold pre-market. Carlos, we are traders. We trade whatever moves. Yep, let's get the DGen blood going. Eddie P, last night I was short gold and broke all my rules and kept averaging into a losing position. Yeah, like I said, when gold trends, man, you don't fight that train. It's nasty when it's on that path. Eddie finally got lucky and was able to escape with a minor win today at 5. Hey, man, well, you recovered. That's what matters, right? So nicely done. Gold is moving right now. What the hell's going on with gold? It's a little crazy. All right, NQ looking like it's in a little consolidation down here. Viv for short, never overstay your welcome with Goldilocks. Yep, that's what I've found out. Carlos, be careful, JC. Look like a bear flag. If it washes that bottom, you got to get out. Yeah, I'm watching that last wick. I'm in micros on that position, so I'm not pushing too much risk. But with gold, even micros can add up pretty quickly, so I'm watching it. Appreciate you, brother. Gold is unable to get out of that channel right now. It's in a descending channel, and I'm technically battling that channel, but if it gives it up again at the top, I'm going to have to clip this trade. Eddie P, micros add up fast in gold. Yes, sir. That's why I'm liking it, because you can do a couple of micros and scale in, scale out with longer plays. So I'm watching gold. I got like I said, it's only been a week or two trading gold, but I am liking the way it moves and how quickly you find out if you're right or wrong. All right, guys. Well, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9, I can't say 9:15, 9:30, 9:45 Eastern. I got the kid playing football now, so I'm going to be a little later than usual. But we'll be here around 9:30, the latest, 9:45, the latest, p.m. Eastern. And for those of you that trade nasty Nasdaq in the morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Win, lose, or draw. Ugh, gold in that channel. Not doing it for me. Not doing it. So gold is in this descending channel that I'm refusing to accept. Again, going back to when a trade is invalid, get the hell out, right? So if we don't pop out pretty soon, what's going to happen is they're going to flush it. So I got to make a decision. This wick, will I be strict to that rule or play the drawdown all the way down? It's micro, so I'm all right, but still. John, thank you. Bookmap shows liquidity at 40.30 and 40.25 below. Yeah, this is the bottom of this damn channel. I'm fighting a channel, and you can't do that. You can't do that. Can't do that. All right, let's see if this middle of this channel holds. Otherwise, we in trouble. And there's the flush at the bottom of that channel. Ugh, freaking gold. Freaking gold. Uh-oh, I just went blank over here. Hold on. Shit, I just went blank. Shit, my thing just went blank here. Come on. Why is this not working today? Shit, everything went blank on this side. All right, what do we... Okay, we're back. Did I miss the bounce? Okay. Whew. UD trades, what a quick reverse. Well, it's still in the channel. It's been playing that channel all the way down, so let's see if they can pop out. Yeah, they're going to flush her right back down. Fighting a goddamn channel here. Well, it was a pivot point to pivot point play, Carlos. It went from 40.52 all the way down to 40.24 pretty damn quick. And it just bounced at 40.24, which is the pivot point at the bottom. What a play by gold that quick. So for those of you that are watching, let me show my trading view. This was the pivot point for the short. Came right to the bottom for this pivot point, 200 SMA, and now bouncing. Crazy how fast that happened. I knew gold moved. I didn't expect it to be that quick. All right. Oh, NQ also bouncing. All right. So gold trying to bounce here. Where is... Here we go. Scotty G. And I missed my DCA down there. I'll let that one go. Is this the bounce to the house trade? Yeah. Oh yeah, look at you. Let's not forget about Nicholas Gomez and his house trade. Nicholas Gomez has an entry at 802, targeting 805 for a longy long. Zach, maybe the play of the night, longing gold at the double bottom. Yeah, that pivot point, man, 40.23. While I was fooling around here, my screens went black. That was the DCA for me. That would have been a hop on a mini on that one. But you're right, sir. All right, how is NQ doing? What's NQ up to? Is it bouncing too? Oh, still in that little range? Stacks Network. Gold is the move to trade tonight. It's looking like that, isn't it? Zach got in at 40.24. That's good, man. I was going to add down there, and my freaking Quantower went black on this side. On this screen over here, I don't know what happened. Stacks Network long at 40.24, long gold at 32. You guys are all in some nice entries. You got a pivot point there. Did I show this already? I mean, look at that move. Pivot point to pivot point. What? That was 30 points. And bounce. Plus, you got the yellow line, the 200 SMA here. And now, I guess, 445, that middle left, that FVG is a potential target there. Nicolas, we gotta push at ES tonight for that house trade at 802. Come on. And for everybody else, in the meantime, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, by 9:45. 9:45 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on. Some days I'll be earlier. Depends on my kiddo's football practice. Zach, where is Jesse? The chat is asking, are you hearing the bulls on gold? And what are you hearing on NQ? Scotty G, you're going to try to get some sleep. Tired as hell. All right, brother. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. And nice wins, Scotty. Man, you've been pulling some nice wins, brother. Jesse James, red pressure on everything tonight. What? Whoa. Come on, Jesse. You can't tell us that. Everybody, half the chat is long right now. We're going to have to bribe Jesse to give us good intel here. The good thing is, let's tune into the chat account. We can't forget about Nicolas Gomez with his 802. Coming, that chat account. So for anybody who's tuned in new, we got the house, we got the chat account that you guys can trade. Anybody tuned in up in the branches, don't be afraid. Even if you take a loss, it doesn't matter. The chat account is for you guys, the viewers. You guys can trade anything, NQ, ES, gold, platinum, silver, whatever you want. All you need to do is come down from the branches into the chat, type in your entry. So you're going to type in community account trade, enter 2 minis or 2 micros, whatever you want on ES, NQ. What's your TP? What's your stop? And your entry, and you're good. John is about to short or may short gold at the 5-minute 9 EMA. Stacks Network. Uh-oh. Jesse James is also in a long and not listening to his alerts. His alerts are telling him bears are in control. See, this is where we all gotta I think we're going to have to put a group call and everybody give the reading. I'm seeing bears, I'm seeing bulls, I'm seeing long here. And then we all kind of come to a confluence decision and say, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to long here or we're going to short here. I think that's why Discord might be a better option on one night. Maybe we got to do a Discord session where everybody just talks. Everybody just rambles their strategies. Texas Jet. I agree with shorts, but after we take out Asia High. All right. Stacks Network. Gold is at support here on 5 minutes. Chat Crib. Make up your mind, gold. I want to go to sleep. Same here, brother, man. I'm holding out for dear life here. I missed the DCA at the bottom, and I'm still holding on to dear life here. Opportunity awaits. Bearish on gold. Let's hope it plays out. I like Zach's theory on this. The trade of the night was the 40.23 entry on gold, and let's see how high it goes. John Bergeron, gold short is off for me. All right, I like that. We need some long. We need some long bull momentum on gold right now. Thumper, what size is the community account? The community account is a 150K account. It is currently up 64. Oh, by the way, I listen to this story. I thought I was trading the tournament account, and I had this nice gold trade today for about $2,000, and I realized afterwards that I was trading the house account. So the house account is up. What screen am I showing right now? The house account is up 2K today. So now it went up from 4K to 6K. Thanks to me thinking I was trading the tournament account. So you guys got an extra 2K. Thanks for me today. So house account is up at 156 now. So you guys are $3,000 away from converting that to a sim funded account. I'm happy to report that it's up $2,000, but I'm also upset that that didn't happen on my account. So, John, that was so I don't know if you guys have been following the tournament account. The tournament account, you gotta play hard to get those wins. So I added 2K thinking it was for my account, and unfortunately I went to that chat account. But it is what it is. So you guys are up. You guys are closer to gold, $3,000, and you guys hit gold, and we turned that into a PA. I agree with Chat Crib. If you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe, hit that notification bell. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. And in the morning, I'm a little more consistent, 9:15 a.m. Eastern in the morning for the New York Nasty Nasdaq session. UD Trades, welcome to the stream. All right, so for anybody tuned in, again, the house account or the chat or community account, I think I have it labeled as chat or community account. That's the account you guys, the chat, can trade. You can trade anything, NQ, ES, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, whatever you want. You have up to 4 minis or 40 micros. All you got to do is give me the entries, stop, and loss. All right, Thumper. Let's set up MNQ. So let's hop on to okay, we are on the community account. Here we go. We're on micros. We are on micros. 5 MNQ shortstop. Okay, hold on. So where's your entry, Thumper? I see your stop at 381. Huh? MNQ. I'm on MNQ. Okay, 331 stop. But where's your entry? Or do you want me to just mark it in 5 micros? Your entry at 323 with 5 micros. Okay. So you're going short on this, right? I didn't read it, so hold on. Let me read it again. 323 short. Okay, 5 micros. Okay, so I think I have that. You're going short. Oh, shit. I market order in. Sorry, guys. Closed it immediately. Don't worry. You lost $10 on me tonight. 323. 323. Your stop is at 331. No, wait a minute. Thumper, 5 shorts. Oh, short stop. Wait, are you going long or 5 micros long or short, Thumper? Your target is 188? What the hell just happened? Okay, so you want to short 323. Got it. We got that part. And your target at that is 188. Oh, so you're going for... Are you sure your target is 188? Okay, so hold on. We're going to be up all night. All right, I'll set the target at 188, but most likely I'm going to have to close it when I go to bid. So this is a buy and this is a short at 323. All right, I think I got it right now. There we go, 323 short. Right now I have it right. And out of those 5 micros, 253 and 188. How do you want to split up those 5 micros? So 3 at 253 and 2 at 188. Okay. 3 at 253. Three at 253. Whoops. And 2 at 188. Think I got it. Think I got it. Now, I can't guarantee that I'll be up all night for that, but we'll see how it plays out. All right, I think we got it set up now where you're about to get filled. And when you do get filled, we'll set your stop. Your stop, let's see, your stop is at $331 once you get filled. Okay. What did NQ just do? All right, hold on. There we go. For some reason, my screens are not working today. Gold on the second touch on that pivot point and bounced again. It's the second attempted to flush below that pivot point and bounce one more time. Mima. Okay, so 331. I gotta be careful. I gotta get ready here on your entry. So 331 is your stop. Okay, so right here. Okay, so there's the setup for the stream. 323 short on micros NQ, 5 micros short at 323, stop at 331, and target of 253 with 3 micros. Second target, 188 with 2 micros. So it's a long haul. Let's see how it plays out. Best DJ in town just got off and tuned in. Appreciate you, brother, for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. To catch you up, NQ is probably going to tank tonight. Gold trying to bounce. And gold is what's moving. That's the summary. Thumper, and it could be tighter, but I like my stop. Man, that's a pretty impressive stop on a target that wide. I like it. All right, gold trying to bounce. Gold coming from that 200 SMA like it's a freight train. Can we get 445 on gold on this move up? Come on, gold, give it to us. 445. Be nice. Be nice. Vij 2007. Have a good night, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Don't forget to get your gift bag on the way out. We have our assistant outside giving out gift bags tonight. Come on, Goldilocks. Can we get 445 on this? Or are you going to stop at that 200 SMA? So Goldilocks bouncing at that pivot point second time. Find a little bit of resistance here at the 200. Now the question is, can they push above VWAP and the 200 and get us to the middle of that FVG around 445 on the 15-minute? Does it have the juice? Stacks Network. Oh, man, they gave you the do. I don't know what to do, man. There were supposed to be some nice gift bags. God damn it. Goldilocks, come on, man. Stop fooling around. Get up there. And NQ, what are you? What the hell is NQ doing? What on earth is NQ doing? Ooh. 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 NQ. Careful, guys, with those shorts. It's breaking the bottom of that overnight range. I'm being careful with those longs. Sorry. For those of you that are long, it's breaking now structure. Structure got clapped on your long, hitting the stop loss, went short, and covered the loss on MNQ. There you go, brother. Stacks Network, yeah, it's faking. Let's see if we can get this move up to 445. I'm not praying for more than that. It did come to resistance, right? We're right at resistance at the 200 SMA. Ugh. VWAP right there too. VWAP's at 438. And they flushed through VWAP on this move right here and kept it. So they already tested VWAP, or attempted to test VWAP on this. This was the flush, came back and tested it and flushed right back down. So let's see if we can get this bounce up to 445. I mean, it can go back to the pivot point, but I'm not going to get greedy on this. All right, let's go back to the chat account. We got a nice little short set up here. Very tight risk to reward. Entry 5 micros on NQ. 323 entry, tight stop at 331. I mean, that is tight for NQ. Very impressed there, Thumper. And look at those TPs. 253 and 3 minis out at 253 for TP1. And 2 micros at 188 for TP2. TP1, 3 micros at 253. All right, let's go back to the action on NQ. What is NQ doing? NQ starting to break structure over here. And Goldilocks is struggling at VWAP on its second touch on VWAP. The first one was rejected right back to the pivot point. And let's see what it does here. Structure, once it breaks the 50 EMA on the 10-minute, the drop will be crazy. Yeah. It's breaking that overnight low range, overnight low level. Sorry, can't speak tonight. Can't speak. That was wrong. Stop at 381. Oh, okay. So you're going wide. I was about to say. Okay, let's do your stop at 381. So back to the house account. We're modifying the stop at 381. I was about to say, man, that's as tight as it gets. I'm impressed. All right, so you got a fair, you're giving it some breathing room, but you're targeting the bottom of those ranges. Okay. That is the setup for the chat account trade. 5 micros short at 323. 5 micro stop at 381. Target 253 for TP1, 3 micros out. TP2, 188, 2 micros out. Julian, appreciate you, brother. Have a good night, brother. See you in the morning. And let's take a look at Goldilocks. Goldilocks is struggling at VWAP. Right here, 200 SMA. Not taking a sharp pullback yet. They're pushing, they're squeezing it. Can they squeeze through for a pop? Nice little pop to 445 would be nice. All right, let's take a look at the action on NQ. Ooh. Careful, longs. If this starts breaking down, she's going downtown. What are we watching right here in terms of... Okay, we're watching the screen. Got it. Let's go back to... Let's not forget about the man on the other side of the ocean, Nicholas Gomez. How are we doing with your ES trade? Okay, we're far in a galaxy far, far away. But patience is a virtue, Nicholas. When there's a will, there's a way. So I got hopes. I got hopes. Still in a galaxy far, far away, but we'll see if you get it. We'll see if you get an entry. All right, back to NQ breaking structure here. All right, guys, do me a favor. Gold plunges, blink twice. I gotta get out of here for a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go water the flowers. I'll be right back. All right. NQ coming down. She's coming down hard. Don't DCA that. If you're in a long, don't DCA that. Take the loss. Looking dangerous down there. All right, let me take a look at where the pivot points on NQ. So let's take a look at what NQ is doing on my trading view charts. Here we go. All right, so we came to the top of this pivot point. What time was that? 4:45. That pivot point rejection. You got a long way down for the next pivot point. You do have one here, 245 potential on that pullback. Came right, this purple line is the 20 SMA on the 30-minute. Finding a little bit of support there, but it already flushed some moving averages on the 15. And on the 5, again, this area right here, that 240 level is looking juicy for NQ on the way down. R1 at 245, yes, sir. So if we take a look at what Thumper just mentioned, this pivot point right there, 245 area. Gold, what are you doing? Let's take a look at gold. Is gold helping me out here yet or no? No, still undecided on that VWAP. Are they going to push up? They need to like pop it to 245. Let's go. Nicholas Gomez. Let's go back to Nicholas Gomez. You know, there are galaxies far, far away, Nicholas Gomez. So if you want to close it, I'd agree with you. So just confirm and I'll delete it for you. All right, so the trade on ES, we are going to cancel. Looks like NQ is on a plunge. So that thought process is over. And we'll let ES and NQ head downtown. Now we're looking for gold to push up. Where's gold doing? Still there, huh? Gold still trying to make that push. 245 to save this bad trade, and I'll get out. That's all I want. That's all I want at this point. I'm out. Gold got 8 points. Nice. Veej 2007. That NQ wick didn't fill me. It went to target. Oh, man. Sorry to hear, brother. Anybody still long on NQ? Or longing NQ down here? All right, gold still finding resistance here at VWAP, huh? Can't push up. Gold cannot get above VWAP right now. Might take another pullback on this. What is gold looking like right now? All right. All right, the chat account is up right now. Let's take a look at the chat account, the house account. That one's on MNQ, courtesy of Thumper. Currently in a short, 323 short with a first target at 253, second target at 188, stop at 381. Viv for short, have a good night, young lady. One of the brave females of the chat. Good to see a female trader here, so have a great night. Viv for short, thank you for tuning in. Maximum strength, waiting for an NQ long around here. All right. Structure, also waiting for a long. Gold is taking its time, huh? Gold just can't push above VWAP. Coming back to test 200 and VWAP. Let's see if they can find a little basing here. Otherwise, she's going back downtown. Oh, I'm not even showing that card. So gold trying to get above VWAP. Tempted once, came back, tested. You got to push up quick, otherwise right back down. And NQ, what are we doing on NQ here? NQ. All right, guys, welcome to the stream. If you're brand new or just lingering in the branches, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:30, 9:45-ish p.m. Eastern. Don't hold me to that. But 9:45 is usually the latest I'll be on, Monday through Thursday. I don't do Sundays. That's for the fam. And for you degens that trade NQ New York Open, 9:15 a.m. Eastern as well. What else we got here? We got the chat account in a short right now. And if you're up in the branches asking yourself, what is a chat account or a community account? That's the account that you guys can trade. You guys can take trades on it. Give us your strategy, your entry, your stop, and your take profit. And you can write it down right in the chat and share your trade with the community. Feel free to come down and chat with us a little bit. These guys don't bite. Any more female traders, by the way, on the stream? Any female traders on the stream? I know Viv for short just left. But do we have any more ladies tuned in? CB, you were long on gold, out on that VWAP fake out, undecided now. Yeah, man, it's lingering here. I might get out of this and call it a flat trade. Flatty flat on gold. Live trading. We don't have a giveaway yet. Yet. The Gray Horse, me, Crazy Horse Lady from New Zealand. All right. We have a female trader. Welcome to the stream. That's good to hear. So the Gray Horse, another female trader here. All right. Right investments. I'm in gold long as well. I think it's going to 4,100 by end of day. All right, so maybe I should leave this on tonight. I'm only targeting, what did I say, 40, 45, 50 area where that pivot point is again. Beautiful Beauty, another lady just watching, no trading, trying to figure out how if I want to try trading at night. All right, beautiful lady. Well, listen, you got a great group of traders here, very smart individuals in this community, so feel free to ask questions. I think everybody here is more than willing to give a hand and help out with any questions you got. Knox, what's up? Sarah Sprague. Okay, we got three ladies. We got Sarah, we got Gray Horse, and Beautiful Beauty. All right, good to see. Good to see that we got female traders, so happy to hear. No worries. These guys behave. All right, NQ, little bounce here, huh? Thumper, tell him what he's won, JC, a new car. Oh, gold again with the fake out at that VWAP and unable to get back up. Oh, gold annoying. Oh, little wick there. What you doing, gold? All right, for the ladies on the stream, now that we got you chatting and coming down for the branches, how long have you ladies been trading? I know Beautiful Beauty's not trading right now, but for the rest, for the Gray Horse and Sarah, how long have you two been trading futures? Kushal, keep holding, JC. Break coming. I'm with you, brother. I'm looking for 45. I may even push that to 50. Beautiful Beauty, about 2 years. Nice. Chat Crib, we meet again tomorrow. Good night from Texas. All right, man. Have a great night. Futures, 12 months. Trading stocks, 5 years. All right. So, two ladies with some years of experience trading futures. Good to see you, ladies. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, Goldilocks making some moves here. Come on, Goldilocks, what you doing? Let's take a look at Goldilocks. Did I switch the screen here? Yeah, no, I did not. Where are you, Goldilocks? Here we go. Goldilocks trying to push above now the 20 SMA on the 5-minute. Beautiful Beauty. If I trade NQ at night, what's the best time you have seen for volume? I think it really depends on news and what's going on. NQ generally at night does not move. That doesn't mean there are nights that it moves. Nothing compared to obviously New York session, but it's hard to say with NQ. Some days we can be stuck here for 2 hours in a 10-point range. Some days it's doing NQ, moving up and down. Sarah trading now for 4 years. Thumper, that would be cool to turn the community account into a fund account. Yeah, that would be cool. Listen, I've said it that I'm if it passes to a PA, I'm paying all the fees, and whatever payouts go to the community that trades it. I'm not interested in payouts. I'm even paying the taxes on the payout. So I don't care about the taxes on it. You guys may have to worry when I sell you guys, but as far as taxes on the payout, I'll happily pay for that. So you guys get it to pay out. It's for the community. I'm taking no cut in that. All right, what are we watching? Goldilocks. Let's go back to NQ. NQ came down to what level? Not even a level, just 316 area. 309. Was that the low? 307 and tried to bounce there. Cooper, just give out 1099s. I like that idea. That'd be a good idea. All right, Goldilocks, undecided here at VWAP, huh? At least temporarily. What are we doing with Goldilocks? Let's hop on. Now we're going into what? Close to 30 minutes of consolidation here around VWAP. When it takes off, it'll take off though. Come on, Goldilocks, let's go. And back to NQ. All right, so some of you that long down here, I guess, are printing right now. Thumper at night, different times, seen some good moves off of midnight Eastern opening price and sometimes 3 a.m. London. Yeah, I don't know if there'll ever be a day that I'll actually be around for London Open. Lemonhead, man, you've been in the back of my mind for a couple of days. I hope everything is good with you. I haven't seen you in a little bit, but I'm happy to see that you're chatting and reporting. So I hope everything is well with you, Lemonhead. I know it's been a minute. CB 3 a.m. London gets some volatility. Yeah, that's midnight for me. Usually I'm in bed. But one of these nights I'll see if I stay up for London Open. I've never traded London Open, but I'm curious to see the price action. CB 3 a.m. for you. All right, let's take a look at Goldilocks on the 5, 15, and 30. Trying to push above VWAP is the white line here that you see. That's VWAP. The same colors that you see on my other charts. 20 SMA for the purple. Trying to get above that resistance on the 5-minute. Upper band of VWAP is at 447. I am targeting 445. Let's see if we get it. That is the middle of that little FVG and a prior pivot point. So we'll see. We shall see. North Carolina. I got family in Wake Forest, North Carolina. All right, Goldilocks. Is that Goldilocks that I'm watching here? Goldilocks making the move we've been waiting for here. Where is Goldilocks? Come on, Goldilocks, push. It's a squeezing. Cooper, when you get into official downtrend in the market, London is worth getting up for. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to remember if I've ever been up that late just trading it. I haven't. Lemonhead, all well. Just been diving into some other stuff that took all my attention. Well, I appreciate. I'm glad that everything's good with you. So good to hear. Thumper passed 25K around 4:30 a.m. Eastern this morning. Nice. Thumper, how do you do with those 25Ks? I don't trade 25Ks, but who was it that I was talking to today? Jesse. 25Ks with micros makes sense. Actually, let me check with the chat. Who trades 25Ks and how do you find them in terms of payouts and the rules and all that good stuff with 25Ks? I see the value on 25Ks if you trade it with micros. Very safe trading. Kushal, quick to fail. Yeah, if you trade minis, I would say yes. But I think the 25Ks do offer value when it comes to trading micros, longer plays too. That's something that I want to work on, is the longer plays. I'm so used to scalping little plays here and there, but I do want to work on, I don't want to call it, what's it called? Geez, I went blank. Swing trading. I'm not talking about swing trading multiple days, but swing trading intraday. I'd like to try it. Peter Chan, it's easier for the demons to come out at 3 a.m. if you're in a bad trade. Yeah, man. Can you imagine with sleepless, trying to go to bed in a bad trade? It's 3 a.m. and you want to go to bed and you can't. I can see that. Alejandro Diaz, it gives me, that's a good way of looking at it. It gives me more discipline. I do want to try 25Ks with some micros. Very minimal use on micros and target longer targets. In other words, more points. So I'm gonna challenge myself with a 25K in the next week or so. All right, gold is making the move, right, that we're talking about here. Here we go, 445 incoming. Middle of that FVG. Right Investments got second payout from MFF today. Nice. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm about a day or two now away from second payout on 6 straight to funded. One of my ticks got screwed up on Tradesyncer, and I took DLL like last week or so, and that one's still behind. But I don't want to jinx it. I'm trading very conservative since I'm so close. Goldilocks. You came to 445 and not even 445. 44.5 and taking a pullback as usual. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go back to NQ. Right Investments. You got it. Just trust yourself. That's the problem. I'm not trusting myself lately. I was going to add accounts. I took a payout 2 weeks ago, and I was going to add accounts over the weekend. I didn't. I'm going to wait for this market to settle down a little bit, or for me to find better consistency. I've gotten away with some green, but it's been sloppy green, so I don't want to open up new accounts and potentially get into drawdown. So I'm giving myself some time to get in my groove again. Nicholas Gomez, gold dropping. Let's take a look at gold. What's gold doing here? Gold taking a little pullback back to VWAP, huh? Come on, Goldilocks, do your thing. Knox, it's hard trading this market. Yeah, I've had September 1st, I blew all my accounts, all of them. The next 2.5 weeks, I had like the golden winning streak. Got to pay out on 7 accounts, 7 sim funded accounts. Then after that, it got sloppy. I haven't blown accounts since, but I've gotten some draw. I took a $1,600 loss day on last Monday live on stream. Recovered that in like 3 or 4 days. Then some drawdown. This Monday, I took a bad loss. Recovered it, I think, on Tuesday. And then today, this morning, walked out with some red. So I'm not in my, like I said, I'm still green, but I don't know. It's been a little sloppy. So until I get back into that 2.5 week winning streak, I'm not buying accounts for now. It's part of the game. You have some highs and you have some lows. You have extreme highs and you have extreme lows. All right, gold came back to VWAP, taking a little bounce there. And what is NQ doing tonight? How is our NQ trade going, by the way, on the house account? Let's take a look at the house account. House account is this the trade yet? So was in some green, taking a little pullback. Let's see if the short on the chat account plays out. Still got plenty of room for stop. We'll see how it plays. CB, I appreciate you, man. Corey, I'm up to my threshold for a cash out again on my Bulenox, brother. Good stuff. I know you were talking about yesterday that you were close to payout, so nicely done, man. Getting closer and closer. I know you had some nice green yesterday on the, was it yesterday or this morning on the New York session? So nicely done. All right, Goldilocks again trying to push. Look at that push down right at the pivot point. Unbelievable. Corey shooting for a 5K out payout by next Wednesday. Nice. That's money, brother. And I bet you already know what you're going to spend it on. I know every payout already has something attached to it. All right, gold. What is gold doing? Gold's undecided here. Still. Corey, you want to get your 250K masters and 100 counts activated. Nice. Looks like this 445 was really 44 on gold for the middle of that FEG, and that's it. Taking a plunge back down. May have missed my exit there. All right, house account. Let's take a look at gold here, taking a pullback. Came to 4. Looks like that was it on this move. Did not hit 45. Came up to 44.3. And let's see if it has more juice to the upside or VWAP failure and right back down. Thumper, the community account. Let's take a look at the community account. The community account is at 156, 415. Cooper, have you used TradingView Mobile for any trading? No, I have not. I'm assuming you're talking about TradingView or Tradeify? Which one? Either way, neither have I used the mobile app for trading. But yeah, the community count is up 6K. TradingView, no, I haven't. I do want to try. I know NinjaTrader and Tradeivate have TradingView integration. Because I chart on TradingView, I do want to see if I start trading directly on TradingView. I've never done it, or maybe I have. I want to try it because, to your point, I got to walk out or something. I can monitor it better on TradingView versus the Tradeivate app. I'm not impressed with the Tradeivate app. CB scalping an NQ short here. Corey McGardle, thank you for subscribing, brother. TradingView is trash for trading. All right. All right, Goldilocks pushing. Let's take a look at Goldilocks. Pushing above, came back and tested VWAP for like the third time, but still can't get a... Still can't find momentum. Jesse James, I agree. Tell us how you really feel. Gold just does not want to push. I'm hoping this 44 was not the high of this wave. Corey, thank you. Appreciate you for subscribing. All right, house account. Let's see. How is the chat account doing on that NQ short? Taking some drawdown, but it still's got plenty of room before it gets stopped out. We'll see how that plays out. Lemon, the target for the house account is on that short 253 and 188 on the second TP. The target for the what's it called? Passing the account is 9K. It's currently at 6, call it 6K. Nurul Abzar, NQ soaring. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but you just got a 20.1 minute candle on NQ. Right to the 200 SMA. Right there. And Goldilocks pushing again. What's Goldilocks doing here? Here we go. Goldilocks coming back for 45. Let's see if they can push that right up to like 47, 48 area. Vij, any news? Not that I know of. I'm not watching the news per se. Anybody watching Financial Juice? Any news right now? Best DJ in town. If gold keeps going like this, that 44 would be tomorrow's low. Well, who was it? I think PR77 was saying 4100. We came close today, 4080. So 4100 could be in the books for Goldilocks. Right investments, gold to 4100 by end of day, huh? Wow, it's crazy. I'm not going to battle you on that one. Gold is on a rampage. The jewelry industry is going crazy with how gold is moving. Thumper, maybe a 50% pullback on NQ. Well, it came to that 200 SMA and took a rejection there. So that could have been a liquidity sweep. And then the final move down. Let's take a look at NQ and that move down. Goldilocks starting to push. Let's take a look at NQ. They swept that 200 SMA and brought it right back down. Wow. NQ just took a plunge, huh? Swept the 200 SMA and right back down. All right, Peter Chan wants to short NQ with 2 cons at 350 if it hits in the next 3 minutes. Did I read that right? You want to short 350. Okay. I think that's going to be another one that's going to be a galaxy far, far away, but let's do the short at 350. Peter Chan, short NQ with 2 cons. I'm assuming you want minis, so let me hop on to the minis. All right, let's take a look at the house account now. So short at 350 with 2 minis. 2 cons at 350 short. Okay. All right, and your stop is at where's your stop, Peter? And just tell me to close it if it's over the 10 minutes that you're talking about. $357 stop. All right, cool. Cool. There you go. Thumper, start the 25K on 2010-1, got the 2.24 profit factor. Yeah, I'm going to try it for sure. All right, let's take a look at gold. What is gold doing? Is it pushing finally? Trying to push, still not above 45. All right, let me check something here real quick because I don't think you guys are seeing my trades, right? Oh, because I'm on MNQ. Hold on for a second, guys. Master trader, gold is killing me. Well, I'm in a small position on gold. But I'm trying to figure out why you guys can't see that screen. Here we go. So I think I'm showing GC. I'm on micros. Let's get the micros on. Here we go. But this has been really slow and I'm getting fed up. So I think I'm going to do a trailing stop on this now. How do I trail this? It's not giving me an exit? Okay. Why is it not doing this? My freaking quant tower has been bugging all day. Seattle, I was up 800, lost all of it, plus 1,300, but I'm back up 600. Nice. All right, gold pushing. All right, let me take a look at this ascending channel and where I'm at. I may have to close this gold trade for now. Why is this not working? The quant tower is not working. Normally I can drag this for a stop and I can't. And if I drag, let me see if I drag a stop on this side. Nope. Why is it doing that? All right, master, I'm about, oh, brother, is it worth it to not blow it? Maybe just close the position you're in and take a breather, brother. All right, let's take a look at NQ. Apparently NQ is, oh yeah. NQ goes to the 200 SMA, gets rejected, and to Cooper's point, big FU. All right, gold pushing again. I think I'm going to close this pretty soon. I'm not liking it. At least for this wave, I'm not liking it. Have a little difficulty here at 45. All right, I'll continue to watch that trade. Let's take a look at NQ in the meantime. Master, hey man, it sucks to blow an account. I was talking to some fellow traders this weekend. I don't know what account size you have or what type of drawdown you have, but there's something about, for instance, I trade 150K, so do the comparison to your account, whatever size account. When a 150K, you have $5,000 of drawdown. There's something about $1,500 in drawdown or $2,000 in drawdown on a 150K where I and most traders refuse to close, whether it's one trade or multiple trades. Once you see drawdown for 1,500 or 2,000, the demons come out. The demons meaning you, at that point, you almost put yourself in, not almost, you most likely put yourself in a situation where you're either going to pass it, leveraging or adding some big size, or you blow it, right? You, in your mind, that's the only trade. That's the only next trade is, okay, I'm going to add size or I'm going to blow it. Something about, and whether you trade a 50K, whatever your drawdown, I think the 50Ks are mainly around 3,000. So let's say your drawdown is 1,000. Something happens at those numbers where we go crazy. And you gotta, the lesson is you gotta try to avoid to get to that mentality of, I'm just gonna blow it. Because you gotta start all over. Why do that to yourself? All right, gold, hold on. Goldilocks, I think I'm gonna close this trade. Goldilocks, top of that channel. I think I'm closing it. Middle of that FVG. I ain't messing with it. Closed. All right. We got that. Why is it not showing on? My quant tower is all screwed up, guys. Sorry. But anyways, going back to NQ. Going back to NQ, something about these numbers with a 150K, 5K drawdown, you get to 1,500, 2,000. Demons just go crazy. Right investments. I'm gonna wait for a pullback and get back in. So the lesson is you got to try to avoid to get yourself to that point. And if you do get to that point, walk the hell out because you're in tilt. At that point, you're in tilt. And I'll share my story or some stories here, right? When you fall on tilt, you blow your accounts, right? That's usually what happens. In your mind, you start justifying blowing that account. You're like, oh, okay. Or 5 accounts or 10 accounts. I've done it. I've blown several accounts and I'm like, oh, bad day. I'm just going to go buy more. And what you do is you start buying 5 or 6, 10, whatever amount of accounts that you just blew, you're going to want to buy the same exact amount again or more. Because in your mind, I'm going to get this back. The problem is you're still on tilt. And if you do that mistake, what you're going to do when you buy those one account or 5 accounts, you're going to start YOLO trading or revenge trading. You're going to want to pass that account in one day. And most likely you're going to blow that whole set of accounts as well. I've done it. I'm talking about personal experience here. So what I would say on tilt days, and you've seen some of you guys that watch me on the morning stream, I've had tilt days, but I close, I walk out, and that's it. I'm not buying accounts. Right now, like I said, I was supposed to add some accounts over the weekend. I still don't trust myself. After a 2.5 week winning streak, I'm hitting this like daily battle, and I'm not liking it. So if you blow an account and you're on tilt, don't buy that same day. Give yourself a day or two before you get yourself into that again. Peter Chan, yes, 100% true. 1,500 to 2,000. The brain completely goes into do or die. I don't give an F. Yeah, man, I've been there. Lately, I've been able to walk out with a $1,200, $1,500 loss and just take it. Like close everything up. I know I got another 3,000 or whatever of drawdown on those 150Ks. But I have done this last year, blowing 10 accounts, 15 accounts in a row or at once. I've been that guy who blows them, mentally starts making excuses. All right. I got on tilt. I can buy these accounts and I'm going to pass them and it's going to be all good again. And what you do is you buy, if you're lucky, you're only buying 1 or 2 at a time. As you scale up and you're trading 10 or more accounts, what are you going to do? You're going to buy all the 10 of them again, and you're not going to trade normal that day. The first trade, I guarantee, if you're on tilt, is you're going to start those, whatever it is, 1, 5, 10 accounts, and you're going to start putting 3, 4 contracts, 4 minis, or if you're trading micros, you're going to put 40 micros. You're going to want to try to recover it because your mind is on tilt. Even if you went and took a hike, walked the dog, or whatever it is that you do, touch some grass, don't trade on that day where you have tilt or you blew some accounts. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. And if you are, set some really tight rules in the sense of not allowing yourself to just open up accounts and then pass or smash, as Cooper just wrote. Exactly. I've done it in the past and I've stopped. It gets expensive. There's no point of getting to a payout, blowing them, and then going crazy with 2 or 3 rounds within a day trying to pass this thing. Maximum Strength did that the other day, spent 2K on evals, didn't pass a single one. There you go, man. Peter Chan, I did exactly that yesterday when I've been trading very disciplined. I lost my mind. John Berger, and all good advice, that goes right out the window when I am pissed. And John, I will not be a fool to say this on stream. I still get into those moments. You get frustrated, you get pissed, and if you blow it and you got the capital to do it, unfortunately, you're going to buy more accounts. I've gotten a lot better, though. I have a rule. I walk out. That's it. I'm not trading for the rest of the day. Guys, I got dad duties. I will be right back. My kiddo's coming in. Be right back, guys. Let's come back. So that's the only advice I could say is if you go on tilt and you blow accounts, don't justify it in your mind. Don't buy accounts. You're most likely going to tilt trade the new batch. Jesse, or even if we do trade normally, chances are we're not seeing the market correctly anyhow, evidenced by the blowout. Correct. Sometimes you're just not in sync. It's not your trading. It's not the market. You're just not in sync. Happens for a lot of reasons, whatever the trigger is for you. Jesse James, Peter, same here yesterday morning. NQ, so dang fickle. What's NQ doing? All right, let's take a look at NQ. Peter Chan, I took a 6-point winner, but it wasn't my leader account, and that set me off. Yeah. Technical difficulties. You have you're missing a play for whatever reason, your rhythmic connection, your Tradeify connection. That's what's it called? A tilt trigger. Something goes wrong, you missed it. Now you want to come back and make up for it. This morning, I took a long for a baby, I think it was like 10 or 15 points. And that long, had I held, ended up being like 50 points. In my mind, I'm like, it's a bull run. What the hell are you doing clipping that trade so early? So now what do I want to do? The move is over, right? The bulls move that pretty quickly. Now I got to get my 40 points. I'm going to find a way to do it. You're not going to find a way to do it. You're going to force trades. And that's what I ended up doing. Ended up putting myself in some unnecessary. Now, it was a paper cut. It wasn't a bad loss that I've learned to clip it. Just walked out, took the red day, but unnecessary, very unnecessary, especially when I was up already. Nicholas, if I see you, JC, going on tilt, make sure you say it. I'll make sure to say it. Yeah, man. Please do. Please don't be afraid, JC. Get the hell out, man. It's not your day. Lock it up. Close it up. Time to go. Time to go. Don't tilt. I think today you did say that because if you were there was a move this morning. The initial move, literally, had I held that thing, it would have been 40, 50 points with minis. And once I realized what I did, I was like, oh, you dumb idiot. You got the channel in front of you, clearly bullish momentum. What are you doing closing it? So in your mind, you're like, I got to catch up. I got to catch up. And at that point, the move had already happened. Now I'm in consolidation zone, right? You got the big move up. Now you enter consolidation. Now I'm trying to trade that. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So tilt is real. It happens. Eddie P. Gold started moving to the upside. In other words, JC, shut up and show us the charts. There we go. Gold did push 45. Now pushing. Ooh, it pushed up to 49. All right. I'll wait for a pullback. I do want to get back on this, but let's see if we can get a reset on the 5-minute. Peter Chan, I jumped into a trade too quickly and it went into drawdown and I refused to close. -200, -300, -500. Negative 1,000, then 7 funded accounts blew up. Oof. Brother, we've all been there. I've been there. I've been that guy. So can't beat yourself up for it. It happens. John, sorry I missed it. The worst is the situation that is totally not trading related, and I start trading when I am already wrapped around the axle. There you go. John, that was my yesterday. Got pissed off at work situation and decided I would take out my first. Oh, but the market punched back. Yeah, that's another one. Mindset. You know, trading. You can make fun of me all you want, but trading is, it's your mind. If you're not sleeping well, if your mind is not, personal life, financial pressure, spouse pressure, whatever it is you're going in life, it's not the time to trade. Take those days off. You got issues at work or whatever it is that you're going through, added stress is not going to help you through trading. The psychology of trading is real. CB, I think you summed it up. I truly believe, and I think I've said this a couple times, it's cliche, but it's very true. You trade your personality. You trade your emotions, your mindset. I know that when I wake up, and it's funny, sometimes you guys probably experience this. You wake up, for those of you that trade New York Open, you wake up and you're like, not feeling it today, not feeling it, or you feel brain fog, whatever it is. Then you trade, and that day's bad. Then you're like, I knew it. And I've had those days. I wake up and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it today, and I still force myself to trade. Well, guess what? Those days are usually battle days or loss days. JT1111, I've taken the worst losses up all night, revenge trading Globex. Ooh, it's nasty. That could be nasty. I've been there, revenge trading. I've learned to just walk out. Nicholas Gomez, the secret formula is success equals discipline plus compound interest. Yes, sir. John Bergeron, I was listening to Jesse Livermore passage on a man going broke being right because he was oversized as I was 10 minis deep on an eval. Edward, so it depends on your mood? No, your mindset. You have to have a clear mind. You got to be in the game, I think, when it comes to trading. You're going to trade your personality. You're going to trade your emotions at that moment. Thumper. It sucks. It sucks when you come home from work and find your wife and the mailman trading your PA accounts. All right. I think round of applause. That was probably the comment of the night, my friend. Good wit. Love the quick wit there. Very good. Thumper with the line of the night. You imagine your mailman, you get home, he's fooling around with your trades. Oh, short squeeze, watching that short squeeze there, Thumper. Beautiful baby, honey, it's not what it looks like. John, did they pull JC and add 2K for you? That was a lucky one, man. Thinking I'm trading the freaking tournament account. Wrong account. Di Lorenzo, bro, Thumper. Everyone's laughing at that one. Peter Chan telling us close the trade, man. It ain't getting there. All right, let's go to the house account and close that bad boy. Huh. Beautiful beauty. All right, let's go back. So how is the MNQ trade going? Are we back to green? No, still taking a little bit of drawdown there. Coming back down. Let's take a look at the, what is this? No, we're looking at gold. So let's take a look at NQ now. What am I watching for? All right, so we closed the VWAP trade for NQ. Just make sure I closed everything there. Anybody else want to share some blowing account stories and the revenge trade after that? The fiasco after that? I think we've heard a couple stories, recent stories on blowing accounts. Anybody else got some blowing account stories? Knox, I'm in revenge trading currently. Oh, man. Thumper, I was in three micros. I'm playing it conservative. I'm getting very close to a payout, so being cautious. All right, looks like things have slowed down. NQ did a, I don't know what there, 320, 20 point up and down and then settled down. What's gold up to? Gold, I think, hit 349, right? Let's take a look at gold. 349, taking a pullback. Marco, I often blow accounts when I don't sleep well. Yeah, that's the number one for me. If I don't sleep well, I'm not going to trade well. To the point where I think I'm going to make it a rule. If I'm not getting certain hours, just don't trade. Or if I'm going to trade, be aware that it ain't going to be a good day. If I'm taking some losses, just call it early. But I do agree with you, Marco. Sleep is my tilt indicator right there. The number of hours of sleep defines my trading for sure. Cooper turned 5K into 63K in 3 months of trading options, then turned it into 3K in 1 month, 1996. That's a swing. That was a market crash. That's a swing for sure. How do you, I mean, and I'm being respectful. That's live money right there. That's real money. Ouch. 5K into 63K. That's impressive, man. And then right back down to 3K. That's crazy. What a swing. But the fact that you got it at 63K, that's serious trading right there. Knox, he made his own bubble and popped it. Hey, you guys are wild tonight. All right, what do we got here? NQ still in this little range that we thought we were going to get out. Right back up. Look below and fail. Look above and fail. Right back into the range. Marco, you still short on NQ? I was not short on NQ. I closed my long for a little bit of green. Jesse, how about that time I had 20 Apex accounts at 2K payout each? Just had to let the market close, went for the one more small trade, and yep, I was there. I remember very well. Last year, let me find out the exact date. Let me show the exact date here real quick. Apex Trader Funding Authenticator. Hold on. $20 accounts in that last trade. Well, I'll tell you a worse story. And I still trade Apex, which is funnier. Let me see if I can find this, and I'll share the story. Apex and their authenticator, man. This is annoying. All right, let me find this real quick. July 17th, 2024. I still remember this day. Blown account PTSD. All right, hold on. Let me see how I can do this without revealing my account numbers. Can I do it without revealing my account numbers? Probably not. Whoops. Ooh, that was close. How would I do that? Gotta find something to put there. Hold on. What I'm trying to say is that I've been in Jesse's shoes blowing 20 Apex PAs, but the reason or how is even funny, is even worse. Hold on, let me see if I can find a way to show this without revealing my account numbers. Documents, pictures. Bear with me for a second here. All right, I think I got it. All right. Let's show this screen real quick. So these are, we're going to go back to July 16th, 2024. Let me make sure I'm not showing anything. So these are Apex PAs. These were 50Ks that I traded back then. They asked for a video review. I freaked out. All I had to do was trade one account, do the damn video review, and get my payout. I decided to trade all 20. And of course, this is the first time you start hearing about video reviews. Everyone's panicking. I panicked. I need my payout. This was what? 19 accounts times 2, 38,000. I blew the accounts doing the damn video review. 38K last year blown. Not before the payout, after requesting the payout. So I got denied because I blew it. All I had to do was trade one account, prove the video review, and leave the other 19 or 18, whatever, without trading them. Yeah, it took a while to recover. I did get further payouts, other 20 account payouts for the rest of the year, and I think I had 2 or 3 more rounds of 20 accounts at payout after that July blowout, and that was the first time they rolled out video review. So there you go. That was my story. I did come back after that, but that was a $38,000 payment blown trying to record myself doing those video reviews. Eventually, I did get another 20 accounts. They approved it. They approved the video review, and I was back on track with Apex. But there you go. It happens. Tilt is real. Maximum strength. Yeah, man. In hindsight, right? Back then, everyone started panicking. This was the first time I even heard about video reviews, and you get this email. You got to take this angle and that angle, watching the screens. I was in panic mode. Then afterwards, we all found out afterwards that it was just, you only had to trade one account, and all they were doing is trying to delay or get you to blow the account. But I still came back after that. I still trade Apex, still the big payer for me. But I went through it. Cooper had friends ask me to teach them how to trade. They had the degenerate disease, told them to just spend the money on hookers and coke. Romo, that's why it's good to stream and record your trades. Peter Chan, my worst experience was having a 21K payout with fast track trading, and they were a scam. Next was $7,200 denial from Top One. I think we all have fast track PTSD. Polk 990 Lucid CEO will be on Patrick's show on Friday. Best DJ in town. My one and only payout ever was with Apex. As long as you don't give them a reason, you'll be fine. I agree. I blew those PAs not because of Apex, but because I went on tilt trying to record myself. Nicholas Gomez, I accidentally blew my first ever funded account going 4 minis instead of 1. Ooh, the stop field still haunts me to this day. I've even hardwired a stop loss on every trade now. Michael Oliver, I appreciate that. Would be crying if they tried to deny a payout, to be honest. Stealth, good to see you, brother. Haven't seen you in a while, in a minute. So good to see you. But yeah, listen, the story is I think we've all been through blowing accounts. You learn from those lows. And gold going to that pivot, right back to the pivot point. Gold going right back to 40.50, huh? Pivot points at 52. Maximum strength. I still get those bankruptcy letters from Fast Track. Yeah, I've gotten them too. And I heard that they're going to try to claw back payouts. Good luck with that, buddy. But apparently it is in motion. The next step is clawbacks. Jesse, since you've blown 20 accounts at payout each, um, I can tell you from my experience, that payout in our minds, we're already spending it, right? You probably had where that money was going, especially with 20 PAs. That's what, 40K? That's a lot. Stealth, I have a new strategy. Go onto the gold chart and click buy. That's been the strategy for a while now, man. It's crazy. Gold just keeps going up. Just keeps going up. But I do want to clarify. I was not trying to. I hope I didn't. I hope the messaging wasn't that I was bashing Apex. At the end of the day, they had the video review. They still have the video review, and I went on tilt. That was my fault. My trading. Jesse, by then I had learned not to do that. No, every payout, man. That's the disease of the payouts. You assign where you're gonna spend it on already before even getting it. Peter Chan, my first trade with a funded take profit was a 600 loss, so I went in with 10 contracts on next trade. We all know what happened next. Yeah. You know, it's funny that you say that, Peter. I'm very careful on the first trade on a funded account, or you just passed an account, or you just bought a straight to funded. There's something about that first trade being negative on a funded, on a sim funded or a straight to funded. Dude, that first trade triggers demons. Like, it's negative? What? I gotta bring this up. John, tonight the drawdown would have killed you on GC. Nicholas Gomez might just leave one micro for the whole day to test it out. Yeah, I'm tempted to grab just one eval. Where's gold at? Gold's at 440.50 though already. Maybe put a target. Really? 4,100 tonight? Maybe I'll just play one micro for the hell of it and just go to bed. Jesse James, those accounts had like 9K. Oh, so that's the other story, right? To Jesse's point, those accounts had like 9K in them, so it wasn't just a 2K payout. I blew up. You're right. Part of that blowout, those accounts were not just hovering around 4 or 5K. I remember those accounts had some nice drawdown. That tilt was insane. Rommel, micros are better than minis in terms of risk management. I do agree with you. I do think I have to find a way to try micros more often. I think I'm going to get some 25Ks and see how I do with very small size on micros. Michael Oliver, how long do you trade until? I'm going to call it quits pretty soon. Probably another 15, 20 minutes. Thumper, I don't take the first trade. I take the second trade. Yeah. The test. The retest. Peter Chan, that was during my early days. I learned not to do that. Yeah, we've all had learning lessons, man. This game is full of learning lessons. So for anybody that is in the branches, just starting or just blew an account or struggling, this game is about struggles. It ain't easy. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy. There's struggles, there's highs, there's lows. But if you can find some type of consistency with whatever strategy you got and you enjoy trading, because you got to enjoy trading. You got to love the charts. You got to love waking up or at night getting back from work, tired, and taking a look at the charts. I do think you got to have a passion for the charts. That's number one. Number two, find a strategy. Find some type of consistency, especially at the beginning. Don't go crazy buying 10 accounts. Prove to yourself that you can get a payout on one account a couple times and then scale up. But it's not an easy game. It's hard. And a lot of times it's hard because we make it harder. But I think prop firms offer a nice way to trade, learn how to trade, and get payouts. Paper trading, because at the end of the day, we're all paper trading on prop firms, unless you have a live account. Knox, JC, I blew 1,400 on micros, 4 to be exact. Ugh. Yeah, micros also can give you that false confidence of taking drawdown. If you're not taking the same drawdown you would take with drawdown in terms of points or ticks, then you're just going to take 100 points down with four micros thinking it's going to bounce. It could happen too. Right investments. I only trade 5 micros, never minis, and I have 1K days daily still. Yeah, right. I was talking about that earlier. I think I really want to try micros for longer plays. You guys have seen, especially in New York, I'm mainly a scalper, but I do see the value of playing the longer game with smaller leverage. Not only is it the risk management safer, it's also better trading. That's one thing I've learned during the Asia session or the overnight session. You really got to know how to trade levels and ranges and play the longer game. John Bergeron, as Mike Schwartz has said a number of times, it's the hardest easy money you will ever make. That is true. If you find some consistency and get yourself to payouts, it is the hardest easy money you'll make. I can't argue with Mike Schwartz on that. I also like Mike Schwartz a lot, so very good messaging there. John Zandala, indoctrination of old beliefs will F you up. What am I looking at here? Gold? Gold just popped? Look at this. Oh, to the pivot point. So look at this. Look what gold did tonight. See, I'm watching how gold moves. We had the one that we watched live, came to the pivot point, flushed right back down. Where did it go to? The other pivot point, bounced right back up. Where did it go to? Pivot point. So pivot points, clear plays on gold as well as I watch this. All right. Texas Jet, nothing happened. Sorry, I got pulled on a phone call. Who's about to launch a cannabis delivery service in Canada? Nice. Beleg Gun, found out I had a PayPal account with $1,000 credit limit that I never used. Reset my 50K TPT Pro account for $649. Shorted a flying market in London Center before I knew it was 6 minis NQ short. Yeah, I think I shared the story. I have a TPT 150K that I can reset, a pro account. I haven't done it. I think it's 14. What did I say it was? 1450 or 1490 to reset a 150K pro account on TPT. It's there lingering. One day. I know I'll do it one day, but when I'm a little more confident in my trading. We're not going through these ups and downs. Romel, you can sustain heavy moves with micros. True. Very true. Right investments, micros are better for longer moves or longer plays. I agree. And I think that's one thing I've seen now that I'm trading Asia more often. You really got to play the longer play. So work in progress on my side. Peter Shan, it's so hard, but it will reward you. This is my 4th year and I finally started getting payouts. Do not give up. Yeah, that's the message, man. Don't give up. For anybody that's new, struggling, going through those ups and downs, blowing accounts, not getting to a payout, or passing an account and blowing the funded account, or getting to a payout and immediately blowing it, don't give up, man. This is if you enjoy it, like I said, if you have passion for the charts, if you have passion for trading, don't give up. Just minimize your risk, whether it's less accounts or fine-tuning your strategy. Don't give up. The pro account lasted 10 minis. Yeah. Stealth, told you, JC, just buy. Yeah, man. Gold, you're right. It's one of those things. Just buy gold. Right investments floating 820 on MGC buys. Nice. Thumper had a strategy in Forex. I was doubling my account almost every month, but it was killing me, getting almost no sleep. Trading these prop firms is one of the hardest things I've had to learn. And right investments with 820 on micros, man. Nicely done. Nicely done. Right investments, facts, never give up. I started trading when I graduated high school in 2015, and I haven't seen profitability until 2023. Never give up. Yeah, man. I think as long as you have a passion for it, don't give up. Fine-tune your strategy, but don't give up. It's ugly, especially at the beginning. It's ugly. And even as you get payouts, it's still ugly. You'll have those waves. You'll have highs, lows, extreme lows. It's trying to minimize that wave so you find some level of consistency in your trading. Easier said than done. Texas, I'm 10 years still not making, almost there now. Hey, man. Just keep at it. Josh, I trade micros on NG and swing them. Yeah, man. Like I said, trading Asia and watching some of you guys, or just some of the trades in general, I see the value of playing higher time frame with micros. It's also better trading, so I think that's something I'm going to start developing as another strategy. Yes, I can scalp nasty NQ during New York, but there are some nice trades that play out over longer time frames, especially in Asia or even New York, that I want to work on. I want to work on the swing trade for sure. And to CB's point, it's a process. Texas, I'm going to start trading on a stream. Yeah, you mentioned that you wanted to get on YouTube. Like I told you the other day, it's never too late. Don't do it for the money. You're not going to get yourself rich live streaming on YouTube. This is not for the money. Just like trading, you got to like putting content. You got to like streaming. YouTube is a years-long process, similar to trading. It's not going to happen overnight. But as you've seen the results out there, that some guys have been YouTubing for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and they're seeing the rewards of that. You got to be, if you're going to do YouTube, you got to be in it in the long run. It's the grind. Same thing as trading. Your first year, you're probably not going to see much live streaming. You got to do it for other reasons. Whether it's a different, you can look at YouTube, since you're talking about that, Texas. It's never too late to start your YouTube. Look at it as another revenue stream down the road, right? Whether you start a new business, right? A new business is a 3-5 year project at minimum to look at benefits probably 6 or 7 years from now. YouTube is one of those. And, you have some pretty talented YouTubers in the trading, whether it's futures or Forex, that put in that time. So you're going to have to look at it as years, not a couple months or a couple weeks. It takes years. And as long as you have that type of consistency on YouTube, it'll reward you. Texas Jad, the problem, bro, I talk too much. Well, I probably yap a lot. I'm pretty sure some of these viewers are like, damn, this guy talks. But that's not a bad thing. Just be yourself. Super Earthman, another one that I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you back. I made more money mowing lawns back in the 80s. That is funny. Eddie P, going fishing in 2 weeks in Hatteras. Looking forward to the break. Need to reground myself. Yeah, and sometimes, especially if you trade every day, Sometimes your body is telling you, dude, take a break. Give me a break. Don't trade. Um, Sometimes whenever you see that I don't live stream in the morning or in the evening, a lot of those times it's not feeling it. I just want to I want to give myself a break. I don't want to trade. Your body needs it. Your mind needs it. Nicholas Gomez, by the way, I think my house account might finally hit. Oh, really? Let's take a look at the house account trade. You were, if I remember correctly, you were at 80, correct? So, Nicholas, I hate to do this to you, but I would enter the trade, dude, but I want to go to bed. But I think you wanted to enter at 800, right? That was your call here? Right investments. Do you have Insta, JC? I do, my friend, but listen. I'm bad with social media. I don't keep up with it, so probably the best one is X, which I try, but even that one I don't. Before I started YouTube, I didn't have social media. I was not a social media guy. I never did Insta or TikTok or any of those. I've started social media now that I'm on YouTube and all that stuff, or trying to be on YouTube, but I'm the worst. Even the Discord, it's dead. I'm not the best when it comes to social media. So all of this is new for me, YouTubing and creating content. So patience. For now, X, you probably have a better chance of seeing me on X than Insta. It's just I don't update content there. Peter, got to get some sleep. Nicholas, man, can we retrade it? What was your entry, Nicholas? Nicholas, but that means I'd have to be up for another hour or two. I can't do that, brother. But what's your entry, Nicholas? Thumper and picking up aluminum cans on the sides of the road and turning in pop bottles. And gold just taking off over here, huh? Look at gold. Look at forget about 54. It just went right to the next pivot point. Literally 40.23 entry, 40.25 if you waited for confirmation, and play it right to the next pivot point. I gotta get on these longer plays. I definitely see the value in that. All right. Nicholas, yeah, I'm sorry, brother, but I'm going to call it pretty soon. So if I enter the trade, that's going to cost me another hour. How are we doing on MNQ? MNQ, I may have to close because Tradeify has this bad ATM strategies. They just don't close, and I'm not going to risk it on the house account. Oh my God, gold just took off. Well, I guess if you guys were thinking 4,100 on gold, it's going. Right investments, $1,000 up. Nice. All right, guys, I think that is my cue. Stealth, a good way to enter gold is off the 10 EMA on the 5-minute. Okay. Eddie P, who else trades their own account and needs to provide the P&L to the wife every week to validate why we don't have another job? I am not allowed to buy accounts unless I talk to the lady first. I'll put it at that. Expenses are tightly monitored when it comes to trading. I'll leave it at that. Probably listening. And gold, I don't get gold, man. Look at that thing. 30 points down, 30 points back up. That thing moves. Gold moves. Jesse James, I'm probably about this close to a rule like that happening over here. Yeah, the benefits, the pros and the cons of having a shared account. Everything can be seen. Super Earthman, I had to hide the laptop from my lady and trade in the closet. Thumper with the lines tonight. Stealth, yeah, good point. I trade my live account very seldomly. I stick to props until I don't get to a level where I'm consistently trading on props. Not messing with live account. I trade it differently too, but props for now is the game for me. Thumper. Oh. Thumper's a funny dude, man. Oh. All right, guys, it's about that time. Time for me to call it here. Appreciate you all tuning in. Micros on the house account. I'm going to go watch some TV and I'll probably close it a little later. I'm not going to leave it overnight only because I can't trust these the setup with Tradeify. It's like their known thing. Their bracket orders aren't the best. But I appreciate you all tuning in. Super Earthman, CB, Veej, Eddie P, Stealth, Jesse James, Thumper, the man bringing us the laughs tonight. Funny dude. Oh man, Thumper had some lines today for sure. Romel, Texas Jat, Eddie P, Right Investments, Nicholas Gomez, Peter Chan already left. I think I got everybody that's been chatting in the last. Jeff Koski, you're holding one MGC all night. Smart man. Looks like 4100 is the way to go. The Gray Horse, Maximum Strength. To the ladies. Rebby, all the ladies tuned in are female traders. We need to see more female. We need to see more female traders in this space. So good to see the few of you here. Hope you're enjoying the content. All right, guys, that's all I got for tonight. Have a good one. I'll see you guys that trade New York in the morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one. Appreciate you all. Laters. Oh, PR77, Eddie P. I think I got everybody else. Thumper, I know I got you. The man with the jokes tonight. All right, guys. Laters.